Where we gonna put you? Nope. What's going on? Drive-by wire is gonna be pretty good, or drive-by cable is gonna be decent. I think I'm gonna be able to keep my power steering. Well, we're gonna start taking this thing apart. I think by the end of this live stream, this engine will be out at least. I mean, first thing I can go ahead and start doing is that line is fucking. Not coming off. Expertly catalog that over there. Let's do. Looks like it gets a new power steering. Oh, this thing is funny. The horn on this thing. Oh, it's dead. Never mind. It's got a train horn, or a little train horn. Yeah, this thing is, so the plan is we're gonna do a 6.2. I'm gonna do probably the L99 to save money. I'm gonna do a cheap ass turbo kit. And look, I'm not gonna lie, I've already lost that 10 millimeter. Ooh, 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 we got a bee up in this motherfucker. Oh, that's not the right one. Where's my love juice? So honestly, I've been calculating this. It's actually crazy how cheap this build's gonna be. I'll show you guys what I got. So the build's gonna be pretty straightforward. I was on Facebook Marketplace. I got bolt-in XJ LS mounts. And so pretty much all I gotta do, pull this out. This will bolt into where the 4-liter ones go. And then you guys are actually sitting on a 5.3 as my freaking phone stand. But that 5.3, I'm gonna pair it with a Turbo 400, just like my blue Jeep. I don't know if you guys probably haven't seen my channel, but my channel, I got a 392 JKU. I got, which is a 4-door Wrangler, if you don't know about Jeeps. And then I got a 1988 Wrangler that's got an LS in it, a 5.3, Turbo 400, 205, divorce transfer case, and it's going on 1 tons. I haven't been able to really stream that because where I'm doing it at doesn't have any damn service. So I really need to just make some videos and call it a day. But I'm gonna first start off by taking this grill off and radiator support out so I can pull it out. I haven't decided if I'm gonna cut the exhaust manifolds. I'm probably gonna keep them. Damn, I actually think I have to take these off. Take this off. Actually, I don't know if I have to take it off. I'm pretty much just gonna hook a chain to it, pull it, but so the thing about this deal was, yeah, I honestly like the Turbo 400. I mean, I was thinking of considering going with the 700 R4 just so I can have the overdrive, but I'm like, man, that Turbo 400 is tried and true, and they're a bit cheaper, in my opinion. At least where I'm at. It's not going to come off because oh, whoever owned this Jeep before me is a piece of fucking work. Oh, they got me. They got me good, boys. Damn. Alright, time to go get my 10 millimeter. Not too shabby, boys, not too shabby. So this 4 liter, it runs honestly pretty mint for what it is, but I just like to modify everything I got. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm pulling out the front end, and then, or I'm putting out the front grill, front radiator support. Then I plan on, I can keep the bumper there, but I'll go down there. I haven't decided if I'm just gonna take the transmission off or just pull it all off at one time. I'm thinking about doing it just pulling it off and leaving the lines down there. But I also realized that this thing still has AC and it's probably filled with refrigerant, which is gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. What else was this thing? Yeah, these, it's garbage. Getting some new ones. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. So I was either considering, speaking of which, I was considering taking this compressor, putting it to the side, but full disclosure, all right, so I think the world record for a Jeep Cherokee, like this body style, is like an 8.5 at 155 or something like that. The guy had a 532 cubic inch big block, and he had a big old tire in the back, skinnies in the front. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting a 6.2 liter twin turbo it, essentially only run the bare necessities, alternator, power steering pump. I'm gonna run a 15 by 7 front tire, and then I'm gonna run a 15 by 10.5 in the rear with a 265 60 or 275 75 or whatever radial tire in the back, and try to see what this thing will push. I'm gonna do a full cage in this thing. It's gonna get lower 2 inches. This is gonna be not your typical Cherokee, because I mean, like I said, I got monster Jeeps, like my blue Jeep. That thing's gonna be on 44s, 1-ton axles, have a V8 motor, it can go anywhere. This one, I kind of just wanted to be able to shit on people, be a nice little shit box. I think it's a 13. Yep, 13. 13, Martin. Picture in there. Where am I going to tow? I'm not going to tow anything with this. I'm going to take it to Orlando Speed World. I'm probably going to do some drag and drive events. Let me check. I think this one has a tow package. Yeah. So this Jeep is a tow package Jeep, so when I lower it, I could technically just put a little trailer on it, be able to bring my tools, air compressor, all the necessities for the week-long trip. Stuff like that. This is actually gonna be named Rat Turd. Nope, that's an 8. And I don't need this, so. Oh, my finger. Full disclosure, I did get this Jeep for $400. So like this shit on the, we technically got 2 Jeeps, $800 clean titles, and my girlfriend has one, but hers has a bad motor, mine has a bad transmission. So I made the executive decision. I'll give her my motor. I get the LS swap this one. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's out of there. I bet it has things on the bottom or something. I don't know. Oh, I forgot, these don't have like normal fucking, oh look, I found the freaking cooling cap. Expertly cataloged. To be honest with you, this LS swap's gonna be super simple. So I ended up getting a standalone harness for it. I'm going to the junkyard tomorrow to grab the PCM that I need. I'll flash it with HP tuners. Those mounts that I showed you, they're only $175. So 5.3s around me are like $400 for a good one, and then a transmission's like $250. I'll be into this thing for less than $1,000, and I'll have it running. 3-wire setup, nothing fancy. But what's cool, I'm using my iPad to pretty much run my gauge cluster because I'm going with an auto meter dash link. So essentially, it plugs into the OBD2 port. Anything that the PCM can read will show up on the iPad. I'll then be able to customize the gauges and everything that I want. But go ahead and get it. Also, I'm gonna upgrade this freaking headlight harness to a this one. They're gonna make me go through the whole enchilada over here. Take that out. Take that plug off. Oh, my funny bone, bitch. Ooh. Motherfucker. Oh, titty hopping mother. Ooh. Woo. I hit that bitch so good. we got the harness off, boy. That's part of the harness that I gotta keep. We got this grill off. Fuck, they got my elbow good. We got a lot of vacuum lines. A lot of vacuum lines. Dang, it got a clean filter. Clean filter alert. Dang, look at this thing, dude. That's how you know it was a good engine. Oh, nah, dude. Not me. I'll literally freaking... I'll take this thing out. I can let it sit for 6 months. I'll know exactly where everything went, where all the bolts are, what bolts went to where. I mean, not my first rodeo. Trying to make a living out of this shit. But, you know, one day at a time. I'll count my blessings where I can. I wonder if that thing has refrigerant in it. I need to take off this hose. No, not bad at all. I mean, I'll show you guys. Here's a 5.3. I just need to get a transmission. I got to get different exhaust manifold bolts and everything. But we'll take the radiator out, get the 4-liter out. This thing's, the reason I call it rat turd, it's got freaking, I got to take that, sand it down, get some patches. But that's only rust on it. Not bad for the body. Interior is kind of shot. There's definitely, actually the reason why I call this one rat turd is because when I went to go look at this thing, I opened up the hood and a rat scurried from underneath the windshield wiper fluid reservoir and went down the freaking transmission And I was like, oh shit, there's a rat in here. And the guy's like, oh no. He thought I wasn't gonna buy it, but I was like, dude, freaking 2 Cherokees, $800. Get out of here. Can't complain. Can't complain. Let's not take this one out. Yeah, so we're gonna try to save all these vacuum lines because they are hard to come by. Try to save all these. We got the fuel lines over here. I really don't need, well, it's actually nice that I have this harness because if I ever need to steal a sensor or something, or we break a connector on another one, I just pull this whole harness. But I'm probably, another thing is this these Jeeps are OBD1 Jeeps, they're not OBD2, so it's kind of good on putting them to LS because then if I ever have a problem, I can go ahead and just plug in my scanner and call it a day. My engine harness actually came today, so I just got to go pick that thing up. I don't know why I need to do this one. I need to take the linkage off of this. Take it off of there. Because we're retaining the cable. It's a 13. I have so many Cherokee airboxes because my last Cherokee that I had a 96. That's like one of the first videos I ever put on my YouTube channel. And essentially, I put an M90 supercharger on it by Boosted Technologies. It was pretty dang sweet. Oh, I can't wait to do this freaking seam seal this thing and have this LS in here, boy. This is gonna be sick. This is gonna be sick. I don't even care. Old rat turd is gonna be. Snorkel on this thing. Where did my ratchet go? Ooh. Well, they'll copyright me if I got freaking motivational music. Honestly, I got just a lot of thinking. That's what I honestly like doing with these builds, is just think about how badass they're gonna be and stuff like that, and call it a day. Honestly, didn't even realize there was anybody in here. And just freaking going to the beat of my drum. If anybody want to tag along, by all means. But right now, we're on the goal to 500 subscribers, and that may be 1,000. But we're just gonna go with the punches. I'm not really too concerned about the subscribers. I'm just here for a good time. Nope. That one's a 6mm. Hey, that's cool. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying the content, and if you have any questions, I mean, feel free to ask. I got a plethora of information about this thing. Same with Chevys in general. I mean, I love me a good Chevy. I'm just cutting that. I haven't got time to dig around. Bada bing, bada boom. One radiator. We got one more. I think they're like steam ports or something I'm cutting off. Oh, nope, that is freaking transmission fluid. That was the tranny cooler line. We got this out. Alright, now this is out the way. Damn, these lines are practically fucking rusted. That's not gonna get out the way. Those are not gonna want to get out the way for me. Keep this like that. Is this the one that adjusts by the... I think this gets adjusted by the power steering pump, if I'm not mistaken. I got coolant in my shoe. Damn. Yeah, I think this is the one that gets taken off. I forgot, honestly. Because it doesn't have a freaking pulley on it. It has to be from... It has to be... Hell yeah, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, here in about, I'd say 20 minutes, I got my other TJ coming. We're putting the front drive shaft back in that. We'll be taking that for some wood rides and stuff like that. It's gonna be pretty freaking fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's oh, this is gonna work. I'm assuming it's a long 10 millimeters. It is not. I think it's a 13. Is it a 13? It is 13. Son of a bitch. What's scary is that this freaking fan was only freaking hand tight. So scary. So luckily I was able to hit it big on crypto. I had done some labor stuff, but I like to buy and sell like engines. So I'll go get 5.3s and 6.0s and then sell them on Facebook Marketplace as either complete ready to go swaps or just the motor, and then I rebuild them like that 5.3 I showed you. The reason I got to go get another one is because that one's sold, and I'm essentially rebuilding it for one of my clients. We're putting it in that one's an 87 Cutlass, or 87 Caprice. We're doing DTR, stage 3 cam. We're doing LS7 lifters trays. We're doing ported heads. These are the 706 heads. Or no, excuse me. These are the these are the 862 heads, and we're porting 706 heads for this thing. For a 6.0, if you want 6.0 with fully dressed accessories, I do them for about $1,600, and with the motor work done, I typically charge about $80 to $100 an hour on my labor, based on what you really want to get done. If it's something mild, like just a regular cam and stuff, no problem. That's about $80 an hour. But if you're talking about you want me to fully build your motor, and I gotta really do some math and stuff into this, and research and prepping and finding the motor, I mean, you're gonna definitely pay a pretty penny. But that goes for any shop. But I'm really working towards getting my own shop in the future. These days, all my swaps currently are really Jeep swaps. So like I said, I have my 4-door Wrangler with the Hemi build with the 6.4 liter. I have my 5.3 Wrangler, and then I'm gonna have this as another one. But I'm just having fun right now. So a 6.0 will bolt up to a Turbo 400. The only difference you're gonna need is there's a flex plate for the LS adapt. It's an LS adapter flex plate that you get for it, and it'll bolt up. You just gotta figure out whether you're the 3-bolt flywheel where your torque converter bolts up, or 4-bolt. So this out. I don't even know how this thing comes up, but we're about to figure it out. Because every other one that I've had, it had a tensioner, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that this one has like some weird one. I don't know. I like dealing with LS motors. They're super simple. 4 liters are super simple to work on. I've gone through so many of these things. Like, to be honest with you, getting these things running, the guy told me that he couldn't get it running. And I kid you not, with this one right here, I got it running in 15 minutes. I literally just bypassed the ASD, or grounded the fuel pump. So when the key was on, the fuel pump would run. And I threw a battery in this thing. I didn't even put gas in it, and this thing fired up. And then the other one, I swapped out the starter solenoid, and I had to re-ground the PCM because the PCM ground to the body was bad. So I changed that, and it fired right up, but it has like a knock in the motor. So that's why we're taking this one out, and I'm LS in this one. So I can put the 4.0, this 4.0, and my girlfriend's two-wheel drive. And we're probably gonna convert hers to a 4-wheel drive just because of the price. And but like with that one, if we convert it to 4-wheel drive, we're gonna do a 1-ton setup. We'll use like the Barnes 4-wheel drive. We'll do, you know, fucking the whole enchilada pretty much. I live in Florida. But I will drive that thing anywhere if the price is right. I really forgot how these things go on. I kid you not. That's a 15 millimeter. That's a 15 Martin. Hello, George. Hello. Hello, housekeeping. Dang, son. Dang. Had to put the old Harbor Freight down and bust out the old Milwaukee. Dang. I'm gonna have to bust out the old hand ratchet. So if it has a 350 in it right now, you can go get these billet adapter plates for an LS. You could put a 5.3, a 6.0, 6.2. They cost like $50. They utilize the same small block. Oh man, look at that. But it utilizes the same small block 350 mounts that are in the truck, and you're able to pretty much drop it in. And like I said, if you have a Turbo 400 already, you're pretty much ready to go. I don't even know why I'm taking that off. This simply just has to go. Boom. Just like that. Honestly, shipping, I'd have to look that up, to be honest with you. Really, most people I deal with are in Florida, but I wouldn't be opposed to helping you out. It'd be something I'd have to look at in the freight and see how much the thing weighs and everything. What is my next move? That I don't know. That I don't know. Gotta have like some sort of tensioner or something. Those are the brackets that hold it in. That I really don't know. It's kind of puzzling me. Nah, not the fuel lines. I'm trying to figure out. Fuel lines are easy. I can knock these out real quick. Hell, I can take the fuel lines off right now. I just took one off. Let me get my little pry bar. I don't know if that was right, but shit, it worked. I don't know if that was right, but damn, it worked. It worked, okay. You need to take that AC off. Pulley back on. I'll take these little bolts right here. I think you might slip it on. I don't know. I'll look it up when I put hers in. If it fits, it ships. You're damn right about that. I don't know if I can fit it in one of their large flat rates though. Boom, but guess what? Got the damn fuel lines off. Fuel lines off. That thing's dripping on gasoline. Cool. Cool. This one, if I'm doing the turbos on it, I'm gonna do fender exits out of it. My blue Jeep, it's already open header. It's no cats, open header. Well, not open header, it's just straight piped. And then my 392, that one has no cats, straight pipe, 3-inch exhaust. I'm a problem. I am a problem. We got these to the side. I gotta take the starter wires off. Let's start taking these harness apart. Down for the count. My neighbors actually all hate my cars. The first time my Jeep started, my neighbor actually came down the street and told me that she was not a fan. And if I couldn't, I wake up very early, and she was not a happy camper when I told her, hey, this is how it's gonna sound every day. And she was like, are you kidding me? It's like, nope, that's how it's gonna sound. I can't get it any quieter. And let's just say she was not a happy camper. She's actually very pissed, because I guess she had a newborn. Sucks. Don't have kids. Well, nothing wrong with kids, but build a race car instead. Damn, I wish I think my ratchet will work. I think the ratchet will work. So the 6.0, what you'll have to do is depending on how you want to do it. And as far as it's like, I always tell people, you can either go mild or wild. It depends on how your pockets are. But my suggestion, if you want to go easy plug and play, have all your cluster and everything, I would go with like a Holly harness, or I would go with, you know, a standalone and then use like the Autometer dash link. That's what I'm gonna do personally. But I mean, to each their own. I'm making a custom dash. I'll actually show it to you. Give me a second. So I went to the junkyard and got me a Cherokee bezel, and essentially, don't mind the tape and stuff. I'm taking this to my buddy, and we're gonna go ahead and the case, I have an iPad case in here, and we're gonna 3D print the case, or excuse me, we're going to 3D scan the case and the actual bezel, and then we're gonna integrate the actual iPad mount for the case deeper into the bezel, and that way it'll be 3D printed in there. And I'll use the dash link, so then I have this iPad and it'll sit something like this. These pieces will be flush finished, and these are all be my regular gauges. What is next though? What is next? We need to get these power steering lines off. That'd be cool if I was able to use that mount. Doubt I'm going to though. If you keep the stock gauges, you're gonna probably spend good money. I mean, Dakota Customs, you can always just pin it out, to be honest with you. Just depends on how skilled you are at wiring and stuff. I mean, myself personally, I want digital gauges because I need to be able to run, I want to be able to run like boost references and stuff like that. And I think we got one more. We do. Motherfucker. We're gonna utilize the same, because I'm going drive-by cable, so I can utilize these stock cables. Should be able to. Keep that over there. Da, 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 da. Stock 6.0, I think pushes, 365 to the wheel, I believe. Come on, buddy. Dang, that one looked corroded. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go to the crank position sensor. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. I can see why you want digital gauges. I honestly would keep it NA, and 365 would be plenty. I'm not trying to drag race my truck, just have some aspect. Yeah, I mean, that's how I pretty much keep it, to be honest with you. I would stock gauge. I mean, there's pinouts and stuff to where people have done it for the cheap. If you want to do it by yourself, I don't know how mechanically inclined you are. But if you can do it, if you're able to do the swap yourself, I mean, I have full faith that you're able to do it. It's just a little bit of research and some freaking dedication. This one that way now. Brake booster. I mean, other than the freaking transmission, I got, I think the starter wires. Yeah, I just am the definition of fuck around and find out, I guess. I mean, I luckily come from a. I definitely come from a mechanically inclined family, but they're all General Motors, and I like doing it all, so can't complain. That thing, temp sensor wasn't even plugged in. This one has a ground strap right there, which is a 15, which is getting taken out. Oh, I still gotta, well, I'm just cutting off the exhaust. I'm just gonna cut that shit off. Still draining. Still draining. Damn, it's a 16. I kid you not, if it's actually a fucking 16. Oh, so I don't think I have my 16mm here. Yeah, so my grandfather was a master mechanic for GM. For quite a while. Now he's not a mechanic. He does parts for for Cadillac, but I forgot this shit was hard as fuck to get off. The amount of fluid that I've been able to catch on this is actually impeccable. Usually I'm fucking all over the place. Today, not so much. What's up?
I think we got stunned in the wasp. We're trying to bite a wasp now. I'm just screening the daddy up.
True that. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now.
Huh?
Said I'm live on YouTube right now.
Live?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That I am.
Oh, rainbow bell peppers.
Alright, so all I think I got left to do to be able to pull this thing out, loosen up the cross member. Let me check if this thing has a slip yoke. This thing is got a slip yoke. Cool. Works for me. The body's good. Alright, so this thing does have a slip yoke. It's got a slip yoke, so I can either do two things. Disconnect the drive shaft, disconnect the wiring harness on the drive shaft, and the cooler lines. Well, the cooler lines are already disconnected from the radiator. Pull it all out at once, or put a jack on it, take off the flywheel or torque converter, and just pull the engine. What do you guys think I should do? Decisions, man. Decisions. I gotta say, I've made pretty good headway for pretty much just getting it started today. I really haven't done much, but hey, dude, you gotta take some, win some. But also, all these holes that are in the body, I plan on freaking filling them, making this all flush. It's gonna just have the V8 in here. Technically, it's 2 bolts that hold this thing in. I don't know what I should do. The only thing I'm worried about pulling it all out at once is that if I pull it all out at once, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the torque converter off without making a damn mess. Hey, you're not wrong though. You're definitely not wrong. I said just fucking send her, I guess. Let's get to it. We're gonna need, oh fuck, I still gotta take off these flanges. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, I'm so excited for this LS. I like old rat turd. Rat turd ain't bad. It's a decent. It's gonna be a decent. I would be so astonished if I can get this thing to do like. It sounds crazy, but I bet I can do an 8.5 in this thing. A little bit of money. It'll cost me probably $5 grand. About $5 grand, I bet I can do it. That's what I'm thinking. I think I could do it with 5. Yeah, so this is my 3rd XJ. Well, it's actually my 5th. I mean, because I had an M90 supercharged 4-liter. That was a 4x4 build. That's like one of the first things that are on my channel. And then I got essentially, then I sold that one so I can start building my 392 JKU. And then I got another 4-liter. I blew that up, sold it. We got a Comanche. And then I just bought these two. But I'm not foreign to any, LS swaps and stuff like that. This one, it's going to be a drag build, but it's going to be 6.2. I haven't decided. I'm probably going to go with the L99 block just because it's a couple $1,000s cheaper. And I'm going to then probably just put this thing behind like a turbo 400. Well, like you, I could do a 6080, but I don't really feel like doing all that. I kind of just want to keep it simple and fucking don't worry about it. But I have an 88 Wrangler. It's on tons. It's got a 5.3 with the sloppy mechanic stage 3 freaking cam. It's got turbo 400, the 205 divorce transfer case. Not too shabby. What a little turbo 400. I just got this thing for dirt cheap, and I'm on the fence because I could go get a 6.2 or I might just do a freaking junkyard 5.3 or 6.0 and just put some turbos on it and just send it. Let's get under there. Let's see what this is. Easy. Oh, this is not going to be fun. The 4L80 is a 6-speed, I believe. No, it's a 5-speed. Yeah, so my local junkyard, I can get a 5.3 for 280, and that's with a that's just a long block though. And pretty much they want 280 with a $35 core for a 5.3, and a transmission will cost me like 200 bucks. So wouldn't be too shabby. So we got all this disconnected. We're pretty much down to transmission. I don't know whether or not I want to undo the cross member. Drop the cross member, but have my jack underneath it. Well, I'm gonna disconnect the drive shaft first. Then I'll take the cross member out. Then that would be free. So I can run it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pull it all as one. I was just talking about freaking being able to get the transmission to the point where what's the most efficient way of getting the transmission unbolted. What I like about this build though is I ended up, yeah, I have a 95 C1500. I got this thing on freaking dollies, so I'm able to push this thing all around. Pretty straight. Yeah, I got a cat eye too. This is my what I call my parts truck. It's a 2003. This has that 4.3 V6 in it, but it's got a 26.5. Oh yeah, you didn't know that this thing was a two-door? Yeah, so I got this Cherokee for 400 bucks with a clean title. And I got the, well, so we got two. This one had the good motor, bad transmission, and then my four-door had bad transmission, or bad motor, good transmission. This thing, I mean, it's beat, don't get me wrong, but interior is not terrible. I got to redo the floor, but I didn't know what transmission I wanted to. This is the only rough spot I have is on that floorboard right there, and it's not even that big, but it's not terrible. It's not really all dented up. It's got some little surface rust spots right there that they try to patch up, but the thing's got, you know, it's got potential. You know, I don't even care. I love beaters. Like, I'd rather get a beater and beat the shit out of it than go get a... So, a funny story is I got this 392 Hemi, and everyone's like, oh, you should have just went and got the factory one, and it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. You would have all the creature comforts. And I'm like, well, I like the wheel. My 392 build, I'm in it for like 20,000, somewhere around there. But I got 485 horsepower. I got the 8 HP 70. It's got 37-inch tires, 4.5-inch lift. I'm about to put lockers in it. And I mean, it's definitely a fun rig. But if I were to go buy the factory one and I go scratch it, it just makes no damn sense, because the people get pissed. They'll be like, oh, you went and fucked it up, yada, yada, yada. We went riding for a 420 ride, and somebody brought a 2023 392 Wrangler and was mad that we went on a trail. And I was like, look, we told you that was going to be a scratch trail. Don't be mad that your Jeep's getting scratched, because we told you it was going to be a scratch trail, and you probably shouldn't bring this out here. But you wanted to bring it out, so you got to ride around, and boom. Yeah, so I got a trailer that I plan on putting a rooftop tent on and using with my Wrangler. My Cherokee, well, my girlfriend's Cherokee, the four